Guy! Hey everyone, it's the Animated Guy here, with the first video of a new series that I've wanted to start up for quite some time now, Animation Spotlight. Every now and then, I'll make a video featuring some forgotten or underrated animation that has had an impact on my life in one way or another. While trying to decide what to do for my first Animation Spotlight, I was going through my iTunes library and scrolled past two soundtracks that I hadn't listened to in a while, Animusic and Animusic 2. So, I thought it would be appropriate to kick off the series with none other than that. Animusic is a series of visual albums, which syncs up animated machine parts and anthropomorphic self-playing instruments with an original soundtrack of all instrumental music. Think of it like a modern-day Fantasia, except with well-rendered CGI and a soundtrack that spans multiple genres, such as techno, progressive rock, acoustic, and even classical. Animusic first started from the work of one man, Wayne Lytle. Wayne first started experimenting with music and animation in the late 80s, and shortly after, produced his very first musical short, More Bells and Whistles. The short saw much critical acclaim back in its day, and even became selected as a short in an early CGI video compilation, Imaginaria. I talked a bit about Imaginaria in a previous video of mine. It was a VHS that I loved watching as a kid, featuring different animated shorts from different companies. I had no idea at the time that this musical short would later evolve into a series that would get picked up by major networks like PBS and CNN. After the success of More Bells and Whistles, Wayne Lytle grew Animusic into a full-out production company, Animusic LLC, with Dave Krognell as his main business partner. Dave would design the 3D models and then animate them using their custom-made software, which syncs the movements of the 3D models to the music that Wayne Lytle produced. By 2001, Animusic released their first ever compilation into the world. Animusic consists of 7 3 to 7 minute musical shorts, and it didn't take long for people to notice. On top of their shorts being broadcast on networks like PBS, musical icons like producer Alan Parsons and Yes frontman John Anderson also acclaimed their work. After taking an extended break, the Animusic crew started production work for Animusic 2. The sequel to the original compilation was released in 2005 and features improved rendering as well as 8 new musical shorts. One of the shorts was a sequel to the fan favorite from Animusic 1, Pipe Dream, with even more layers and complexity added to the mix. While Animusic had been going strong throughout the first half of the 2000s, it wasn't until fall of 2007 that I discovered Animusic for myself. I had just finished up an awful day of junior high, or in other words, just another day of junior high, when I decided to turn on the TV. The TV was on PBS, and all I saw was what looked like a Mayan structure under a weird moon. Suddenly, lasers started popping up, and then music, and then gongs? I had no idea what I was watching, but I was so intrigued. It was unlike anything I had seen before. I immediately went into researching what it was, and became a fast fan of both Animusic and Animusic 2. And once I became a fan, I started seeing Animusic everywhere. PBS continued to broadcast their shorts, music teachers in my school district would occasionally show them to classes. Heck, I even saw both DVDs featured at the Minnesota State Fair. From a wide fan base to 2 successful DVD releases, Wayne Lytle must have been feeling on top of the world. And then, the Kickstarter happened. On August 6, 2012, Animusic LLC launched an official Kickstarter campaign to fund the creation of Animusic 3. I was so excited when this first launched. After waiting through all 4 of my high school years, Animusic 3 was officially announced on the cusp of my freshman year of college. Their goal was to raise $200,000 to fund the completion of Animusic 3, as well as a full album of instrumental tracks from Wayne Lytle himself. In just under a month, Animusic's campaign was more than fully funded, with 3,284 backers, myself included, raising a combined total of $223,136. With that funding, Animusic 3 had a set release date of October 2013, with Wayne's CD, The Sound of 12, being released as soon as December 2012. It was all so exciting. Little did any backer realize, at that time, the slow, declining slope the project would soon take. First, The Sound of 12. On the Kickstarter campaign video for Animusic 3, Wayne's The Sound of 12 album was described as being the heart and soul of Animusic 3. Yet, it isn't. But also kind of is at the same time. Basically, they led people to believe that the album would contain all the music from Animusic 3. It was later clarified that much of the music isn't intended for animation at all, which means it isn't related to Animusic 3, or at least partially. One has to wonder why Wayne spent so much time on the CD when many of the tracks don't even pertain to finishing Animusic 3. And boy, did he spend a lot of time on this album. December 2012 was the initial release date, but it wasn't released to backers until October of 2014, 2 years after its initial projected release date, and 1 year after the original projected release date of the Animusic 3 DVD. As for Animusic 3 itself, the reasons for its delay are, quite frankly, depressing. A year went by, with project updates becoming decreasingly frequent. 2 years went by, and the updates were pretty much biannual at this point. The only news that fans ever got was how frustrating the process was, as well as updates on Wayne Lytle's decreasing health. After years of overworking himself, Wayne had developed RSI, repetitive strain injury, nerve damage in his face, severe fatigue, and a diagnosis of depression. As saddening as that news was, things started making an upturn by fall of 2014. Animusic 3 wasn't ready yet, but the CD finally was. On top of that, the Animusic team promised weekly updates, as well as a website dedicated specifically to Animusic 3. The next few months were handled pretty well, but as 2015 rolled around, the updates slowed down again, and then came another bomb of bad news. Dave Krognell, Wayne's business partner of 16 years, left the company. He had already designed so many parts for Animusic 3, and Wayne was too far behind him in work. Reportedly, him and Wayne are still on good terms. Now, here we are in 2016, and how many updates have there been in the last year? 0. One of the saddest parts of this whole Kickstarter fiasco is reading the comments section on their page. It's all a mixed pot of legal threats, pity, and an overall absence of hope. Many fans, myself included, have even looked up Wayne Lytle obituary on Google. Thankfully, there haven't been any definite matches. It's just so sad though. Wayne Lytle is a talented man. Animusic 1 and 2 are unlike anything else out there. They've brought joy to so many people, of all different ages and backgrounds. It would be a shame to see it end on such a disheartening note. If Wayne Lytle ever watches this video, I hope you're getting better, and I hope that your masterpiece of a series can someday become a trilogy. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. If you liked this video, make sure to leave a like down below, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more great content. I'll be sure to make more Animation Spotlight videos in the future.